Hi guys, Simon here. So I know that in the end of the last video, I said specifically that we were done with this, but it turns out that we're not done with this because thanks to Glenn, he sent me this message on one of the videos, on the 18th video. He says he hasn't been watching the series and he doesn't code in JavaScript, but he says he suggested this: function go page disable all pages. Page enabled equals true. So what he means is that if you remember what I was doing here, button change page. So if you remember this, actually let me just turn this back on. Actually no, let me just turn that off. So if you remember what I had was, I had 30 functions, one for each page that I want to change to. And in each one, we hide all pages, and then we say page number enabled equals true. And the page number is defined up here, like you attach canvases to these variables, and then the script will manipulate the canvases. But instead of having 30 different scripts, right, one for each, instead of having 30 different functions, one for each page you want to go to, what we can do is go function, make one function, just go page, and then pass a variable, pass an argument into the function so that we say a page canvas is defined for each instance of the function, and then we got hide all pages, and then page enabled equals true. So it takes this and it enables it. So what happens when we do this is that in Unity, in Unity, if we go to the prologue and button next page, so instead of using go page 2, which is what it was, so this is dialog page 1, and we go page 2 and it goes to page 2, we use go page canvas, and then in the canvas we define dialog page 2 as the next page, which means that dialog page 2 is defined for this particular button. This particular next page button will hide all pages, and then dialog page 2 enabled. So then what that means is that we can use one function, these 4 lines here, these 4 lines, we can replace, and we can get rid of all of this. So we don't need a separate function for each one, because instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, we have a specific canvas defined here for each button, here for each button. So that saves us like something. Let me just look at this. So 219 to 269, which is 50 lines of code. We just kind of got rid of, well, we need this kind of empty lines, of course. We just got rid of that entire block. And I mean, more than the lines of code, we're getting rid of like 30 functions that we don't actually need. And so then if you're gonna come over here, we get rid of a lot of stuff here. I hope you can follow that. I mean, if you know what programming, like how to do Java, then you probably can follow that. If you don't know how to do Java, then it probably doesn't make too much sense anyway. But the point is, we get rid of all of that stuff, which is completely redundant, and we just use one function to do what we did before, but with less clutter and with kind of less messiness. So the other thing that I want to do now is I want to change the scene, the load scene functions, because you see that a very similar problem happens here, because we got month start, month end, next month, player house, doctor house, shopping house. So for each location, for each scene that we want to load, we have a different function for every scene, when in fact we could do the same thing and have one function load all those scenes, right? Because we don't, again, what we can do, so I'm going to do that right now, in fact, just so we can kind of cut down the clutter here. So what we want to do is function go location. I'm just going to call this location, not empty brackets. We want a location, go location. Let's just call this target location this month. Again, I'm choosing variable names that are descriptive of what we need to do. So target location this month. So I'm saying this month is because we don't need to specify the month number because we get it from this, right? So we go, and this is going to be a string. And again, it automatically changes this to small case. I don't know why. So uppercase string, and then bracket, and then close curly brackets. So what we're going to do now is here, application load level bracket target location this month plus initialize game current month and close the brackets. Initialize game, is that right? Yeah, so then what happens is, instead of having a separate function for each one, we do this, and then for each button, we type that into that. Actually, no, we want to go plus month plus that. So we don't even have the month. We just go month start and month end and play a house. And then it will automatically add month and the number, which then corresponds to, because there's if you remember, there's here, so there's all this stuff. There's abandoned house month 1, church month 1, and then doctor house month 1, for example. And then of course there'll be month 2, month 3, month 4, all the way to month 13. So then, but I don't want to have to type that every time, because what we're going to do is we're just going to copy and paste. And we want to do as much copy and pasting as possible without having to rewrite any of the, or like kind of reassign the variables. Because if, so here, let's, where's my town? Okay, town. So let's say your house. So instead of go player house, so we go button load scene. We go location wherever. Oh, I haven't saved it yet. Let me build. Alright, then come back here. Load scene, go. Is it not loaded? It may not have. Okay, go location string. And then in the string we say player house. So, and I want to say player house here and not player house month 1, because if I say player house month 1, then I copy and paste this to month 2, I'll have to come back and change it here to player house month 2. Whereas if I just go player house here and then the month 1 is added in automatically, then I just need to change, I keep clicking the wrong one, I just need to change initialize month 2. I just need to change, it's not here, initialize month. I just need to change this one from month 2 to month 2. And then the number will just be automatically read from that variable into the buttons, as it were. And so then we don't have to change as many variables, and we don't have to kind of change as many values. So that's why I'm doing it like this. And that's going to make things easier to manage as we go forward. So again, we can get rid of player house, even go next month. Low level end month scene. End month scene. See, even this we can get rid of, because the target location, we can just specify which one it is. We don't need this anymore. We can get rid of that. One thing we can get rid of there, and we can get rid of all of that. So 108, 124, we can get rid of like 80 lines of code there. And more than that, we can get rid of like 20 functions and just kind of compress that, or to just kind of move that into one single function. And that just makes things again cleaner more efficient. So I need to UI scripts abandoned. This is abandoned house. Button change page. Exit to town month 1. Alright, good. So what I need to do is I need to go to town. I need to change these buttons. So this might take a little while. In fact, this will take a little while. So we go location string, and this is the clinic button. So I go clinic, and then this one, instead of go shop, we go location shop. Like, you see how this works? So doctor house, we go to button load scene, go location, doctor house, go location, shopkeeper house, button load scene, go location, mayor house, go location, pastor house, go location. Oh, this is diner house, not mechanic house. Diner house, go location, writer house, go location, abandoned house. I should check this before I do all this anyway. We'll check it soon enough. Go location, beach. Let's just do that first. Button go location, school, go location, diner, go location, mechanic, go location, park, go location, town hall. This one is cemetery, and go location, church. I believe that's all the things we need. Let me just save this. Save scene. Do I need to double check? Let me just double check that these are all using the new function that I just wrote. And then we need to test it. And I also need to check if any other scripts are being used. What would be using nothing? Nothing would be using. See, so the only thing that should be using the other script still is player house month 1 in page 10, button end month. Let's go to go month end. So instead of this, we go load scene, go location, and this is month end. And that should be all of them. Save scene, and this, even this is just kind of like a test thing. We don't really need this. What does this do again? Set current page. Okay, let me just build and run and see if the buttons work for the town map. And if that works, then we need to replace all the next page buttons in these locations here, because they're copy and pasted from the prologue. But I've changed the prologue, but I haven't changed these. So these are still the old buttons using the old scripts. I mean the old functions, which we're going to change. And hopefully I can just copy and paste the dialog pages from the prologue into all of these locations and not have to rewrite anything, basically. So right now both functions, or both kind of categories of functions, work. So this works. This uses the new change page system. And let me just skip to dialog. So this is the new location script, town hall, good. Let me just check all of them. Shop is shop. Clinic is clinic. My house is player house. Doctor house. Shopkeeper's house. Mayor's house. Pastor's house. Mechanic's house. Writer's house. Beach. Abandoned house. Cemetery. Church is broken. Town hall. Park. School. Diner. Mechanic. Church is broken. Hold on. What is... Church is... church is spelling mistake. Trutch. Trutch is not correct. Church is correct. Build and run. Spelling mistakes. Although, I guess if something doesn't work, I guess there's not that many things it could be. It's probably a spelling mistake in the variable. The thing with using lists like fewer functions is that there's fewer bugs possible as well, because if there's 30 functions to change pages and something's not right, then there's like 30 things to look through. Whereas if you kind of just use one function, then there's just fewer things to look through if there's a problem. So like writing clean code is not just about, oh, I only used 2 lines of code instead of 20 lines of code. It's not just comparing the size of your numbers and saying how impressive your small numbers are. It also makes it easier to fix problems later on. It's easier to maintain, easier to make changes. When you come back after 3 months away, it's easier to understand. Like everything is just easier if you make the code as efficient as possible. Again, really, really ugly code can work just as effectively as really elegant code. In terms of whether the computer can make it work. Church is church, good. So I mean, like if you just kind of play the game and just look at the final product, it looks exactly the same, whether it's clean code or ugly code. But when you're actually kind of trying to solve problems, clean code is much easier to fix, right? And that's really the issue. So what we need to do is go to Prolog and copy, and then in month 1, let me just go to abandoned house, delete and paste, and just move that down to the bottom. Except now it's not in order. Can I sort this? How do you sort this? How do you sort? Wait, I thought it was in order just a few moments ago. Let me undo. Edit. Paste. No, it's paste. Why does it not paste in order? This is the strangest thing. Look at that. 1, 26, 30, 25, 9, 7, 10, 17, 6. What? 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 Why would it not paste in order of all things? Undo paste. What? Prolog. Don't save. 1 to 30. Copy. Abandoned house. Okay, let's paste here. Paste. No, well, it pastes new. No, actually, no, this completely messes up. Delete. It doesn't paste in order. It doesn't matter. It's just gonna be really confusing later on when I try to fit the try to actually put the dialogue in. It's gonna be really confusing. Why does it not paste in order? That's so weird. So I'm gonna test this. See what happens. Why would it? And there's no sort neither. Like you can't sort this because I think this is I don't know what's going on. Play. So let's just see if the abandoned house just works. I just copy and pasted in all the pages, deleted the ones in the abandoned house earlier. Oh, do I need to wire them up again? I might need to do that again. Skip dialogue. Abandoned house. I need to wire this up again because this is all broken now. You know what might be easier is if I just remake, instead of trying to, well, first of all, put this back in order, and then we rewire all this stuff. It might be faster just to delete that and copy prologue again. That might be faster because, like, instead of doing this, save scene. Instead of doing that, we just go to month 1, abandoned house, delete, delete, and then go prologue, copy, month 1, paste, abandoned house, month 1, reload. Oh, I have to set this again though. So then UI scripts, this is now abandoned house exits to town month 1. And then canvas text abandoned house April, and image is abandoned house placeholder. Change that to white, and this doesn't really matter, sprite's default. And then everything else should be the same. So this is actually faster, I think. This uses the go page, and then this uses exit scene. That's fine. Although even exit scene should be, even this really should be go location town. We can get rid of that exit scene as well. Wow. 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 The only one we can't do is from month end to exit scene. Wait, month end is incorrect, isn't it? Because month end, it shouldn't be exit scene, it should be next month. Go next month. We need go next month because instead of applying the current month to the end of the location, it applies the next month. It should go to initialize month. Oh wait, no, next month is a end month scene. This is a initialize month 2, isn't it? Exit to, oh wait a minute, exit to initialize month 2, never mind. Load scene, it should, no, that's correct, my bad. This is correct, exit scene is correct, because we exit to, wait a minute, then why do I need exit month scene if we just exit to initialize month 2? Oh, because sometimes you just go straight to from a different data. Like sometimes you go home, and then there's the exit to town, and then there's next month. Well, this really should be down here. This really should be down here. In fact, this doesn't work because this would initialize. That does work. That does work. But it should be down here. Initialize. Wait a minute. What is the? I'm confusing myself. See, this is why you forget things. This is why you need to remember. This is why you have to. Next month. End month scene. Okay, it's just end month scene. It's just the next thing. Okay, good. Initialize month 2. So this, even though, yeah. So this should be go next month because it's the month end. And it should go to next month. All right, good. I'm getting sidetracked. I am getting completely sidetracked. All right. So I think I should save this. So abandoned house is correct. So it'll be faster for me to make this for each location. And just change the image and change the text. Did I test this? Is there anything I don't need to do that on screen. It's kind of repetitive. Oh, I guess after I make sure it all works, then I need to come back and delete the function or test it without the functions. Maybe I should just do it now. I should just do it now because I need to do some more stuff afterwards. Alright, let's see if the abandoned house works. Skip dialog. I need to put this stuff into the player house one and end month. Skip dialog. Abandoned house 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, good. Good. And 30. Skip dialog. Done. Alright, good. So the abandoned house, so this uses the go location town, go page, exit scene. Do I want to exit scene or go location town? Because exit scene, exit to town month 1. I guess it doesn't really matter either way. It doesn't really matter. Does it matter? Because exit 2, town. It doesn't really matter. No, I shouldn't. Let me just go locate. Let me just save this for the map, and we'll use the exit scene. So there's still some redundant stuff. There's some repeating of functions that we don't necessarily need. The only issue is that yeah, actually there is some. The only thing is that with exit scene, we only define the value once, which is exit 2, and we can use that multiple times. Whereas with the other script, with the go location script, we have to define a value every time we activate that function, and so it depends which is less work for that particular button. Yeah, it really does depend which one is just less work. Like, do you type it once and then use it multiple times, or do you type it multiple times because you only have one button for each of those? It just depends which one is more efficient. Yeah, there's duplication of functions, is what I'm trying to say. So there are multiple functions that do the same thing pretty much. And it just depends on which one is more efficient. It just depends on which one is more efficient. So this This has to be attached to the town scene. To be attached to the town scene. Specify the appropriate destination in Unity Inspector. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And it only works for this month. Alright, well let's do that for now. I'm slightly dubious about it, but let's do that for now. Okay, back to what I was doing. I need to... No, not downloads. Is that embarrassing? No, it's not embarrassing. Good. Like, did I put anything there that might give away my secrets? Alright, so abandoned. So we go delete the beach. Let me just not shift delete. Let me just delete that. And why that copy? Why did that move down? So we want beach. See, this is why I don't want to change the template. Once you make the template, you don't want to change it again, because every time you change it, you have to change all the other stuff. So we don't want to change this too often, but it was kind of important that we did that, I think. So the next one is... There's only 20 of these, so it's not too bad. Cemetery month 1. We want to, as much as possible, we want to polish the stuff properly before we start putting in content. That's what I'm trying to say. Because once we start putting it in content, like changing the template after you've used the template several times already is going to be a lot more complicated than finalizing your template before you put in the content. That's what I'm trying to say. Diner house. Diner house month 1 not copy. And then diner and Dr. House. I do apologize somewhat that we're having to look through. So initialize month 1 we're not changing. Mayor house. Should Windows give you an option to rename it before the... Anyway, let me just delete that. So here, if you just go and copy and paste, it automatically makes it copy. Should it give you the chance to rename it instead of doing that? Maybe it should. Because how often do you just leave it as copy? You know what I mean? Month end, month 1. See this one. Month start, month 1. Month end, month 1. Whatever. Delete. Should I just delete? Just delete. Because month start and month end are not quite the same as the other ones. I just want to think about whether I need to change specific things. So a month start, month 1. Park month 1. Oh wait, what was I up to? Dates, 29, 27. Alright, so this is gonna go. and then change that to park. I hope I didn't mess it up. I might have messed it up. Did I like copy? I could have, if I copied the wrong one, I could be doing the wrong thing completely right now. We'll find out. Park month 1. Oops. Pasta. Not pasta, pasta house. Player house is special. I'm gonna keep that. In fact, I'm gonna copy that and then delete the original. Pasta house. Player house. Because player house on page 5 and page 10 there are different things. I wanna keep those. So I'm gonna just keep a copy of that and then like make sure I put the button and the special function back. Because those, I mean, even though I'm not gonna keep them in the long term, they're kind of useful for me to remember what those things are for, just in case I forget. Probably won't forget, but just in case I forget, I want to keep those things so I can remind myself how I use those two particular functions. Shop month 1. Man, this must be so boring. And then write a house. Alright. Okay, so that should be all of it. Alright, abandoned house. Yes, so beach is still abandoned house because I copied it from this. So we're gonna go text beach, and then you're gonna go image is beach, and then UI scripts, this scene is beach. And I believe that's all I need to change. Exits to town, go location, oh crap, I didn't. Oh no. I made this go location town, I didn't save the other. I didn't save. Never mind, exit scene. I didn't save the other one before copying and pasting. Alright, so that's just one more thing we need to change. On page on dialog page 1 we need to change that as well. So I think that's pretty much it. Alright, good. Beach, cemetery. Alright, it's gonna do this 20 times. Bear with me. Cemetery. And cemetery. And we are at cemetery. This scene, why did I put it there? And then this one is load scene, exit scene, save. Why did I put that there again? Hold on, let me just see. You keep forgetting. Why is this? Wait a minute, page. Variable this scene. I mean this scene string. Switch this scene. Oh, it loads. It loads the correct page, and to do that, it needs to read the variable. Okay, I remember now. I wasn't kidding when I said that you should leave notes for yourself so you can remember. Man, it's literally just 2 days and I've forgotten what I was doing 2 days ago. I am not kidding when I say leave notes to yourself to make sure that you can figure out what you did. Not go page. Scene. Exit scene. Church, clinic. clinic, image is, no, don't do that. Image is clinic, clinic. UI scripts with location. This scene is clinic. And this is, let me just, no, not go page. What are you doing? Not go page. Exit scene. Okay, good. Clinic, diner house. Mechanic's house, April. Sprite, diner house? Did I do diner? Oh, they're back to front here. Okay, I see. UI scripts. No, capital D, diner house. Oh, I need to test it. I need to put a different page on each one because I need to. The thing is, when if I want to test whether or not the pages are set correctly or the locations are set correctly, you need to change this so that they're different for everyone. So that when you go to each location, they should all load a different page. Whereas if they're all page 1, and every time you go to a location, it just loads page 1, you're not sure if you've mixed up the locations because they all load the same page anyway. So if you make them all load a different page, and then you go to that location and it loads the wrong page, then you know you've made a mistake somewhere. So having them all page 1. So for example, if I accidentally set the diner to be the school, but both of them loads page 1, then you test it, you go, okay, diner is page 1, school is page 1, I guess it works. But if you set diner page 1, school page 2, and then you go to school and actually it shows you page 1 instead of page 2, then you know you've done it wrong. So we're going to make all of these different so that if this doesn't match what we see in the game, then we know that something's wrong. Whereas if they're all page 1, then they all match anyways, and you don't know. Cool, build. This is alright. No errors. What's up to mechanic's house, and then diner. Image, diner, UI scripts like this. Make sure that this is correct. If it's not correct, then we'll know because it'll load the wrong page. This is exit scene. Text, doctor's house, image, doctor house, and load scene, exit scene. Doctor house, initialize month, mayor's house. Wait, what? Okay, save. This is mayor's house, image, mayor house, UI scripts, mayor house, and button, exit scene. Great. Mechanic is mechanic. And also, like, you can already see that it's easier to copy out from the template than it is to like change all the buttons one at a time to exit scene. So the templates are fairly important to us. And so getting the template right just saves a lot of time later on because you can just copy the template. Month end. So we can already see that this is quite important, getting the template right. Text, month and April, image, none. Oops, no, don't eyedropper. And black. UI scripts this month end. What did I? Oh crap! This should be. Oh no! This is all going to be different because month end should not go to town. It should go to. Oh wait, no, it's exit scene. This is why this is exit scene, and then UI scripts exit scene exits to. TIALIS initialize month 2, which exit scene. Yeah, I guess this makes it easier to change. Again, I'm coming back to the idea that there's initialize month 2, and then there's exit month scene. So either one of these will work, but we do need 2 of them because one of the locations has 2 exits. Tricky. So it's a duplicate, but because there are two exits on one of the locations, we do need the duplicate. We do need 2. We don't need 3. We need 2. So exit scene and go next month are actually the same thing. Like they do exactly the same thing. We just need 2 of them.